Hi and welcome back to Love English. Today's lesson is all about integrating idioms into your general day-to-day conversation. If you really want to be able to speak more fluently, express yourself like a native, and generally make it quicker and easier to express what you're thinking or how you're feeling, then idioms are of course a great way to do this. Now today I'll only be sharing 6 idioms, so it's not too many to manage. Now I've chosen these 6 idioms because I've noticed myself this week using them quite regularly. These are 6 of the most common idioms that I would use and often hear. Now, whether you've heard of these before or not, it is really important that you listen carefully to the context that I give you to make sure you understand how these idioms should be used. Because of course, if you get it wrong, they can sound a little bit strange or not quite right. Now, for many of you, practicing these idioms is not the easiest thing to do. You might not have a lot of time, access to a native teacher, or indeed native speaking friends. So the sponsors of today's video, Cambly, might just help you achieve what you want in English and get that essential English conversation practice to help you use these idioms correctly. Now, if you haven't already heard of Cambly, it's important to note that Cambly are an app that deals exclusively in teaching English with real native professional teachers on a one-to-one private basis. So it means you get that individual one-on-one attention. And whether you're interested in learning British English, American English, Canadian English, or Australian English, you will be able to access a teacher to suit your needs. And the best feature of Cambly is that you can choose your teacher. Yes, that's right, the choice is entirely yours. You can read their profile, check out their interests and hobbies to see whether you think you'll really have something to talk about and build a great rapport with a teacher you can trust. Now, as always, time is often an issue. And because lessons are available with Cambly 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you really have a massive amount of flexibility to build lessons into your daily schedule. And you can take lessons from as short as 15 minutes, so you don't have to book a full hour. If you just want to get 15, 20 minutes conversation practice in at the end of the day, after a long day, you might not have the energy for a whole hour's lesson, then Cambly can offer you this service. Lessons are competitively priced, so you really will be getting an affordable language learning experience. Now, as well as tailoring the lessons to your needs, whether that's IELTS, conversation English, formal English, business English, Cambly offer a number of different courses. So don't delay. If you are interested in learning more about Cambly and having a 15-minute lesson, then why not click the link below, or indeed simply go to the App Store, type in Cambly and check them out. And of course, if you do use them, comment below, let us know. Tell us about your experience with Cambly and how well you were able to improve your English. Right, without further ado, 6 essential idioms for conversation to help you express yourself, to help you speak more like a native, and of course, a little bit more fluently. Let's go. Number 1, a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. Something that is actually a good thing that may have seemed bad at first. I really think that breaking up with him has been a blessing in disguise. You seem so much more confident now and you're free to travel and do what you want. So when you say this to somebody, you're saying, okay, that situation might seem really bad, but perhaps it's a good thing without you realizing. Of course, you would use this expression in part of a sentence in your conversation. The breakup was definitely a blessing in disguise. You've got more freedom to travel. Losing your job was a blessing in disguise because you would never have applied for this new one. And look at the money that you're going to be making. Number 2, better late than never. Better late than never. Better for someone or something to arrive or happen late than never at all. For example, I've been waiting for my exam results for so long, but I suppose better late than never. Number 3, this is a great expression when something is not as complicated as someone might be trying to make out. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. If you just follow the recipe step by step, you shouldn't make a mistake with this dessert. Really, it's not rocket science. Number 4, no pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. Meaning you need to work hard for what you want to achieve. I have been studying all night. I haven't slept a wink. But really, no pain, no gain. Also a great expression when you're talking about training, maybe getting fit, healthy. Oh, I exercised all morning and I haven't been able to eat any chocolate. But no pain, no gain. Now, if someone is particularly stressed or anxious, you might say to them, pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. They could also be very upset about something. Essentially, this is a great expression when you're telling somebody to calm down, to gather themselves, to find the strength they need to deal with the situation. I can't believe I haven't got the job. What am I going to do? Come on, pull yourself together, get your CV out there and apply for another job. Calm down, gather your strength, pull yourself together. And finally, number 6. I told you this was going to be a short lesson. To do something at the drop of a hat. To do something at the drop of a hat. This means to do something spontaneously without any warning or planning. She called me to see if I could look after the children, but I couldn't just leave everything at the drop of a hat. I was at work. You can't expect me to come over at the drop of a hat. And there we have it, 6 idioms that I think you can use in daily conversation that we would frequently hear in English. Why don't you comment below? Share an idiom that you have learned recently or one that you've heard and you might not know the exact meaning, and I will comment and respond. Share the idioms that you think are most useful in English. And don't forget, if you'd like to practice using these idioms or indeed learn more, then click the link and go and check out Cambly, or indeed find them in the App Store. And if you've got kids, they've also got an app for children. Now that kids are getting back to school, you might want to help them brush up, improve their English. So check them out, click the link below. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be seeing you again very soon with some slang expressions. That's right, there's more informal English to come.